A beautiful welcome to you. This is Almond Finance and Wealth Report, your source for latest happenings in the financial sector of the nation's economy. It's always a pleasure to have you join us on the program. My name is Jennifer Obidiebubi. Without much ado, we join Faith Owode and her guest on the town hall as they look at claims payments in the insurance industry. Now, most people are of the opinion that insurance companies in Nigeria don't pay claims. Well, do they? We'll find that out together.
The type of corporate 419 is this? God, I don't understand, but based on what they told me, you understand, which I believe, because the insurance is a standard of a company or organization. I never knew that is a corporate, that kind of a thing.
We also bring you highlights of Victory Chapel, aka My Father's House 2016 Economic Summit. The theme was Thriving in a Period of Economic Uncertainty. The guest speaker was Dr. Temitope Oshikoya, CEO Nextnomics.
Taxation essentially is how government shares in the prosperity of the people. So when the people prosper, they have employment, they have businesses that are thriving, they pay taxes.
And then of course our insurance fact file. All these are what we have lined up for you on the program this week. Do sit back as we bring you updates in the world of insurance. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back.
All right, welcome back. On the site of Almond today, we'll be treating the very topical issues that is germane to the insurance industry. That's talking about claims payments in the Nigerian insurance industry and public perception. Now, to do justice to this topic, I have on my far right Mr. Ayo F. Kamoru, who is Head Technical Services, Royal Exchange General Insurance Company. He's responsible for underwriting, clients, reinsurance, and risk management. Thank you so very much for joining me.
Thank you very much for having me.
And sitting very close to me is Mr. Raf A. Fatono, a Lagos-based insurance brokers and insurance services consultant. Thank you very much, Mr. Raf, for joining me on the program.
Well, thank you, Madam Insurance.
And my far left, I have Mr. Olisadum Innocent Wabufa, who is a claimant, and he has graciously joined us all the way from Port Harcourt. Thank you so very much for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, let's kick the show starting. Now, Mr. Kamoru, I'm going to start with you. The average Nigerian, young or old, educated or uneducated, believes that insurance does not pay claims. Why is this so?
Well, for me, let us even first look at what is a claim, and there try to see whether or not insurance companies are paying claims and what are the reasons why people feel that insurance companies are not paying claims, even if they are paying. Now, for me, insurance is a claim, is a legal or contractual right between an insurance company and the insured. And it is a process through which a claimant who has suffered a loss get compensated, where the loss he or she suffers is claimable under the policy. Now, if a claim is reported, the insurance company that what is sold is expected to make good the loss. But then there are things which the insured, the claimant, need to do in the process of ensuring that the claim is paid timeously. But instances, you can have some instances where the insured, he has not done his own part of the game, and will expect an insurance company, so motu, without any other thing, to pay his claim. I will give you an example. It takes two to tango, and like I mentioned, insurance is a contract, a legally enforceable contract. If a claim is reported to an insurance company, the claim needs to be documented, and the claimant needs to also prove by way of documents that he has suffered a loss, and that loss is claimable under his policy, and the quantum which is claiming is within the confines of the policy that the insurance company has issued. Where there is a disagreement or where the insured is not forthcoming with the documentation of his claim, then the claim will be delayed and you will have a feeling that the insurance company are not paying their claims. So it takes two to tango. Like I said, where a claim is not documented and it cannot be proved from documentary evidence that he has suffered a loss, then the claim will not be paid.
Okay, now do you say in all cases that this is the norm? Because most people just believe generally that it is at the point when the insured wants to claim that the insurance companies will give you a truckload of hurdles you have to go through before they settle the claim.
Well, I don't want to believe, hook, like, and stinker, the postulation that the insurance company are not paying claims. Now, we cannot remove insurance from a contract because an insurance contract is an enforceable contract. If you look at the policy that the insurance company issued to their clients or customer, there are terms and conditions that governs the operations and the eventual payment of the claim. The major obstacle or challenges of the insurance industry, so to speak, is that most policyholders, with few exceptions, actually take time to read their policy until when there is a claim. And if you look at the policy issued by all insurance companies in this country or anywhere whatsoever, there are terms, claims, payment terms and conditions or procedure, which states, without ambiguity, what the insured needs to do when there is a claim. But behold, only few people will ever read such terms and conditions. And when there is a claim, the beleaguered insurance industry or insurance company in the process of discharging their core responsibility of paying claim, and only to say that the insurance company refuses or delay in payment of their claim. I don't want to generalize, or to believe that we don't pay claim. We pay a lot of claims in this insurance. I can count, without number. Yes, the claims that we have paid in the industry, particularly my own company, that we have paid. So it goes to no issue to believe that the insurance industry don't pay claim or that the insurance company don't pay claim.
Okay, now it's a hard sell, but I'm going to come back to you. But Mr. Fatono, as someone who is also a broker, you interface with the insuring public. Yes. And I'm sure the question I'm asking now is not strange to you or new to you. At the time when you go to market people, that is the first thing they tell you that, insurance companies, they don't pay claims. You people, you say, we are paying claims, we are paying claims. So I don't know, is it a perception issue, Mr. Fatono, or is it the true picture of things that when there is a claim, that is the point where insurance companies bring a lot of, as they say, they point you to the tiny print in the policy.
Well, thank you, Madam Insurance. My brother here has really explained enough about this issue. But what I'm going to add to this now is the broker's perspective, which is not very fundamentally different from what he has expressed. Generally, it is because of the wrong public perception of insurance that makes people to think that insurers do not pay claims. As a matter of fact, the fundamental reason why insurers are in business is to pay claims. Any other thing are ancillary or secondary. Okay? Now, and the true test of any insurance organization's integrity lies in the prompt payment of claims. And when I say claims, I mean well documented and genuine claims, because there are claims and there are claims. From what we have seen in the industry, there are a lot of organized fraudulent claims. But if somebody who has made a fraudulent claim or who is trying to make a fraudulent claim and has been turned down, will not tell you that he has been turned down because he has made a fraudulent claim. He will tell you that insurance people do not pay claims. And as a matter of fact, let me tell you this. Do you know that most people who allege that insurance do not pay claims are basing their statements either on sentiments or on hearsay? Yeah. Because when you ask them, they say, yes, my brother or my nephew or my nephew's nephew, niece or whatever. They start elongating the thing. So they have never even had the personal experience. But to those people, I would want to deal with somebody who has had the personal experience of his claim or her claim being torn down. Then we will look at that claim, because no two issues are always the same. Let us then look at it.
Thank you so very much. No, speaking of a person who have had a personal experience whose claim has been turned down is Mr. Olusadun Innocent, who is here with us today. And I've actually invited him to join us here because I've heard his side of the story and I wanted you to present it in the public domain so that we can all discuss it and find a way around it. Now, you've had a personal experience with the insurance and you've listened to what they say. Now, let's hear your story as to why your claim is delayed or it has not been settled.
Okay. It happens that 1999 happens that I'm the one of the customers that insured with Spring Life Insurance with under 5 years promo. The monthly is 51,450. So now he's going to last for 5 years before they will give him my claims. I said, okay. I started, dealing with them monthly. I have to go give them the money after either check or going to the office and give them cash. So it happens that maybe sometimes I don't wait on this 1 month to come, because I believe that is how I put money is my own money. You understand? If I can turn up maybe 2 times or 3 times in a month, it's still my money, because my target is that before that 5 years, let me have a reasonable amount which I can able to set up a business. So I don't believe in that 1 month again, that 54,000, 51,000. So sometimes I pay 3 times in one payment. So I started, dealing with them, something of that nature. They never told me that there is an issue that they are having or something in that nature, because there's a lady that's, being my customer over there. So one fateful day, I decided to go to the office as issuer business. Reaching there, I did not see any of them in the office. So I become embarrassed. So I tried to call. They told me that they're having problem, so I don't know where to go. So I have to take the address, 55 Bishop Okoye, Victoria Island. I said, okay, let me go and locate them, know what is happening, because for that period that I have been with them, I can able to realize some millions of naira with them. So my money cannot go like that.
Okay, sorry to cut you short. How many years did you make this contribution?
It's not up to a year and
okay, year plus.
Yes, okay. Before they will terminate the contract. So I have to, from Port Harcourt, to locate them in Lagos here, reaching their head office, nothing to tell about. I didn't see anybody. The person I met there is only security man, which I asked him a question. I show him all necessary documents. He's telling me that they are having problem. They are no more there again. So I don't know where to go. I become embarrassed. I said, what type of corporate 419 is this? Because I don't understand. But based on what they told me, you understand, which I believe, because the insurance is a standard of company organization. I never knew that it's a corporate, that kind of a thing. So that is how my situation is for now.
Okay, now you've heard what he has said. Yeah. Now this is not a fraudulent situation. This is true and straightforward. And this is just one of. Yeah. It's because he saw our program, he saw a platform, and he decided to contact me, and that's why we are in the public space. There are a handful of other people who don't have such opportunity, who don't have such platform, who go through these experiences, and they go out to say insurance people, they are corporate 419. 419 to use his
like bugs.
expression. To use his expression.
Yeah.
And this is an industry that is trying to penetrate, that is trying to raise awareness, that is trying to deepen penetration in Nigeria. Either of you, I want you to comment on what he has said.
Okay, Madam Insurance, if I will just comment, this is obviously a life assurance
yes, endowment policy.
Yes. And in this type of policies, there is something we call surrender value.
Yeah, and not forfeiture.
Yes, and not forfeiture after about 2 years of continuous payment. So if you now say for one reason or another, you cannot continue payment after after that 2 years, yes, there's something that you are entitled to, which is the surrender value, okay, which will be worked out based on what you have paid.
Plus interest.
That is, plus interest. That is by the way. Then again, another thing is that the company you are mentioning, that company, you have already said it, that it has an issue. Okay, that one I've been told, you have been told about that one, about that issue. But please, one thing I want you to correct, the impression I want you to correct is that there's no corporate 419 in what has happened at all. No. You see, even the most prosperous company in the world can have issue at times. But that issue will be solved. That one will not be to the detriment
of the industry,
of the public. You understand me now? That one has happened. I will tell you that when the time comes, that your issue will be looked into. More so that you have come to this program. And I sympathize with you because you came all the way from Port Harcourt. Okay, but all the same, I want to assure you that your efforts will not be in vain because this matter will be taken up seriously. But then, having said that, we have only heard from you, the company too. We have to be contacted to know what actually happened because you have only told us what you have done. Because we don't want to see where the company will say that no, the man only paid for 6 months or 3 months. That will be an issue.
Alright, welcome back. Moving on, we bring you highlights of the Redeemed Christian Church of God Victory Chapel, aka My Father's House, Magodo, 2016 Economic Summit with the theme, Thriving in a Period of Economic Uncertainty. Speaking during the panel discussion, Mr. Falari Ogunsonwo, Chairman, Lagos State Board of Inland Revenue, said that the government is poised to create a tax-friendly environment for businesses to thrive.
The church has an ethical responsibility to act in a period of economic uncertainty. This responsibility remains a critical nexus it plays between the state and the citizens, running through the tripod that holds society together, in essence, the spiritual as the core, the law and the culture that defines a sovereign. Recently, the Redeemed Christian Church of God Victory Chapel, popularly called My Father's House in Magodo GRA Phase 2, put together its 2016 Economic Summit. The theme was Thriving in a Period of Economic Uncertainty. Welcoming participants to the summit, the convener, who is the host pastor, RCCG Victory Chapel Magodo, Bisi Olowoyo, said that the country must address the structure of the economy to achieve inclusive growth.
Today, our country must address the structure of the economy and its finances to achieve inclusive growth and global competitiveness. For the individual, it's about surviving the fundamental shift that is fast manifesting in what he knows, who he knows, and how he goes about his daily activities, be it as an employee or a business owner. The change that is now upon us go beyond the change in politics, power play, and attendant reallocation of resources. It reflects an existential reality of changing global space that will deliver a reallocation of resources, wealth, and influence.
Delivering the theme paper of the summit, the guest speaker, Dr. Temitope Oshikoya, CEO Nextnomics, stated that the central bank must at this time work to have an interest rate of 1% to enable governments borrow to finance their projects.
Essentially, what the central bank is trying to do is to help the government to borrow to finance their fiscal deficit. In doing so, they have been maintaining their monetary policy independent. You will remember that they reduced the MPR from 13% to 11%. I believe that they need to take this to about 10 or 9%, so that you have a real interest rate which is zero, since inflation rate is about 9.5% or so. And as a result, when you have indeed, when in economics, what matters is the real variables. So when you also have that real interest rate at around 1%, then you will have also have been able to help the government to borrow to finance their leasing. At that point in time, then it is essential to do what? To sacrifice monetary policy independence.
The first panel session of the summit focused on tax revenue. Panelists were Mr. Folarin Ogusonwo, Chairman, Lagos State Board of Inland Revenue; Mr. Femi Edgar, who stood in for Mr. Tunde Fowler; Mr. Taiwo Oyedele, Head of Tax and Regulatory Services, PwC Partners; and Mr. Albert Folorunsho, CEO, Pedabo Advisors and Consultants. Moderator was Mr. Olufemi Awoyemi, CEO, ProShare. In his submission, Mr. Ogunsonwo said that the Lagos State government is determined to create a tax-friendly environment to enable businesses thrive.
We are poised and we are determined to run a tax-friendly administration. If you look at the program of His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Lagos State, part of it is foreign direct investment. And if we are talking about foreign direct investment, it means that for you to have investments in your state or within your territory, you must run a tax-friendly environment.
The second panel discussion focused on changes in business models. Panelists were Mr. Tonye Cole, Executive Director, Sahara Group; Mr. Hakim Oguniron, CEO, UACN Property Development Company PLC; Dolapo Oni, Head, Energy Research, EcoBank Nigeria; and Mr. Benga Sesson, Executive Director, Paradigm Initiative Nigeria. The third panel discussion focused on FX, trade, commerce, and industry. Panelists were Mr. Obayemi Abaje, CEO, RTC Advisory; Alhaji Muda Yusuf, Director General, Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry; Mr. George Onafo Okon, CEO, Coleman Wires Nigeria; and Mr. Remi Ogumefun, Director General, Manufacturers Association of Nigeria. Given the caliber of speakers and discussants at the summit, many participants commended the convener of the summit. The current economic challenges facing the country demands that the church has a moral interest not only in preserving and promoting spiritual relationships, but all aspects of human existence.
Now we come to the end of the program. I hope you liked watching it. You can get in touch with us on 0177633981, 08033357879, or 09096852685, or email us on almond4xx@yahoo.com or almondproduction@gmail.com. Visit our website almondreports.com, and please like us on our Facebook page Almond Finance and Wealth Report, and subscribe to our YouTube channel Almond Report Report TV to view past episodes of this program. Don't forget to tune in every Wednesday by 9:45 a.m. live on Niger FM 102.7 for our Pidgin English program, Waiting Insurance They Do Serve. You can reach us on WhatsApp on 080-335-7879 and join the conversation on Twitter at Madam Insurance. Don't forget that this program also airs on BCOS Television every Thursday by 6 p.m. Until we come your way next time, I am Jennifer Obidiebube. Have a lovely week ahead.